just as the ocean is sometimes divided into 4 parts, and there are different sections within each of these 4 divisions. Originally, in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the ocean is divided like the watery ocean, to east, west, north, and south, while the subsections within these different divisions are called waves. As in the ocean, there are always different waves, either on the eastern side, the western side, the northern side, or the southern side. So similarly, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu.
That Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the Sanskrit word, we have shortcut the translation, nectar of devotion. But the Rupa Goswami's purpose is to present the ocean of Bhakti Rasa. Rasa means mellow, the juice. It is like ocean. This ocean has limitation, but that is unlimited. Anandambudhi Vardhanam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, this ocean is increasing. Now, this material ocean, it has got limit. It cannot increase unlimitedly. That is not possible. Otherwise, how we could build these houses on the beach? No. It is ordered not to come forward beyond this line. But the spiritual bliss, that ocean, is increasing. Anandambudhi Vardhanam. That is the difference between spiritual bliss and material enjoyment. Material enjoyment is limited. You cannot enjoy unlimitedly. That is not possible. It is for few seconds, for few minutes, or for few hours, then it becomes disgusting. That is the material enjoyment. But a spiritual enjoyment, spiritual bliss is different. That is simply increasing. So, therefore in the Shastra it is said, Ramante yogina anante. Those who are yogis, Bhakta yogi, they enjoy unlimited. Ramante yogina anante. And that is Satyanande. That ananda, bliss, is real bliss. This is artificial. This is perverted reflection. I have several times explained that the love affairs between Krishna and Radharani, that is fact. There is no end. Eternally they are enjoying. Radharani is enjoying the company of Krishna and Krishna is enjoying Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikiti Allahadini Shakti. That is Krishna's pleasure potency. As Krishna is eternal, Krishna's pleasure potency is also eternal. So, real love, Radha Krishna, or Krishna or the gopis, or Krishna and the cowherd boys, Krishna and Jasodama, Nanda Maharaj, Krishna and Krishna's servants, Krishna and the Krishna's trees, Krishna and Krishna's water, Krishna and Krishna's flower, Krishna and Krishna's cows, everything eternal. That is eternal. Ananda chinmaya rasa pratibhavita stavi jo eva nija rupa taya kalavi. Krishna's enjoyment means Krishna's expansion. Just like in Bhagavata, you know, when Krishna's cows, boys, calves and cows were stolen by Brahma, Krishna again expanded himself in the similar forms, so that the mother of the cowherd boys, the mother of the calves, they may not feel separation. Krishna immediately replaced. That is Krishna. So, the blissful enjoyment with Krishna, it is unlimited. That is called Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Rasa and amrita. Amrita, that is not dying. That is not possible. For some material enjoyment. It is not possible. But because we are preaching Krishna consciousness, they still persisting. Yes. This is the difference. You will feel more and more enthusiasm. In material world, the more you work, you will feel tired. And in spiritual world, the more you work, you will feel enthused. That is called anandamudi vardhanam. That is the test. If our workers are feeling tired, then that means he is working material. And if he is feeling enthused more and more, that is he is working spiritually. Anandamudi vardhanam. That is the spiritual test. Maramante yogina anante satyanande chidatmani. That is chidatmani. That is spiritual, not material. So here we are trying to enjoy material. So how we can be happy? That is not possible. Materially we cannot be happy. Therefore Bhagavad Gita gives us indication. Sukham atantikam jat tat otindriya grayam. If we want happiness, happiness is our prerogative. Every individual soul, happiness. Because Krishna is Sachit Ananda Vigraha. Eternal, blissful Ananda. Ananda blissful, Chit knowledge, and Sat eternal. That is Krishna. Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha. Ishara Parama Krishna Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha. Vigraha means form, but not this form. Those who have no knowledge about Krishna, they are thinking Krishna is Māyā. These bhaktas, they are worshipping the Māyā form. Their philosophy is when Krishna comes, when God comes, he takes a material form. No, that's not that. Krishna says, Sambhavami Atma Māyā. Sambhavami Atma. The Atma Māyā means chit potency. These Mayavadi philosophers, they have no information that chit potency. That is Alladini Shakti, that is Radharani. They have got experience of this material potency, external energy, Durga. But they have no information of the chit potency. Therefore, they think that Krishna appears in the form of Māyā. Just like we have got this body, material body, this is gift by the Māyā. Prakite krimanani gunai karmani sarvasa. Ahankar vimuratma kartaham iti mannate karanam gunasanga sa sadasat janma jonish. Karana. We are getting this body according to our association with the different modes of material nature. But Krishna has nothing to do with this material nature. Material nature is controlled by, and we are controlled by the material nature. That is the difference. He is controller and we are controlled. They do not understand. They think that if I make null and void these conditions of controlling, then I become uncontrolled. That's like the philosophy voidism or suicidism. I am feeling some pain in my body. If I think that let me commit suicide, then the pain will go away automatically. That is void philosophy. The killing oneself, atmaha, but because they have no understanding that killing this body does not mean killing yourself. That is their ignorance. In the Bhagavad Gita it is clearly said, na hannate hannamane sarire. So these rascals think that if I commit suicide and just have a knife on my throat, then all my pains and pleasure are finished. No, that is not. You will be put into more pains and pleasure. Sometimes we will have to accept. Why accept? It is certain. The ghostly body. Because Krishna has given you, or Māyā has given. Māyā has given under the direction of Krishna a certain type of body for enjoying for a certain span of life. You cannot finish it. If you disregard it, then if you commit suicide, the result will be that you will not be allowed to accept another material body. You will have to remain in the subtle body, that is ghost. Ghostly life means one who has misused this body and by his whims he has killed this body. He becomes ghost. That means he will have to suffer for so many days. Then he will get another material body. Therefore there is Shraddha ceremony. The Shraddha ceremony means supposing my father or my relative has not got yet again gross body, this Shraddha ceremony will help him to get another gross. Because without this gross body, the ghostly body is very troublesome because he wants to enjoy something, but he has no instrument to enjoy. Therefore he creates, the ghost creates trouble. Sometimes captures somebody to fulfill his desires, and the man becomes ghostly haunted. There are so many subtle sciences. What do they know, the so-called scientists? They are simply falsely proud, taking account of the small duration of life for 10, 20 years, 50 years, or at most 100 years. They do not know. Andhajathandhai ruponiyamana. And still they are becoming guides, they are becoming swamis, they are becoming gurus, they are becoming fathers, they are becoming government. How people can be happy? Everyone is andha, blind. They have no gyan, no knowledge, and misleading. So, the Anandamati Vardhana, you can have unlimited ananda. But because you are falsely trying to enjoy through this material body, therefore you are becoming confused and frustrated. That they do not know. They think, I have got this material body, I have got some senses. Let me enjoy these senses to the best possibility. But you cannot do it because it is false. It is not real. Real sense is unless you feel sensation. That sensation, consciousness is there because the spirit soul is there. Otherwise there is no sensation. And unless you feel sensation, there is no enjoyment. So, this bodily enjoyment is false. Real enjoyment of the spirit. Therefore it is said, Ramante Yogina Anante. They want to enjoy life with Ananta, Krishna. They want to become friend of Krishna. They want to become lover of Krishna. They want to become servant of Krishna. They want to become father of Krishna. They want to become mother of Krishna. The same thing as we are pervertedly enjoying in this material, the same thing is there, spiritual life. That is Krishna exhibiting. When he appears on this earth, he practically shows how you can enjoy also with him. That is Vrindavan Lila. Practical manifestation. But we are not taking to that. We are taking this Vrindavan Lila of Krishna. Krishna is Māyā, Vrindavan is Laya. Now, simply place your nose and think of something impersonal. That is purpose. No? That is not. This is fact. Ramante, unless you are many varieties, there cannot be enjoyment. Ramante, Yogina Anante. Ramante, this very word. One who is engaged, he is called Iti Ramapade Nasu, Parabrahma Iti Vidiyat. This is the meaning of Rama. Rama, Krishna, Radha Raman, Radha Madhava. So, this science has to be understood. Everyone is after happiness. Anandamaya Vyasa. We are spiritual soul, spiritual spark. Our life is Ananda, Satchidananda, eternal life, blissful life, life of knowledge. But we are put into this material condition, which is ignorance, miserable, and temporary. Just opposite. Instead of having eternal, blissful, knowledgeable life, we have got this body which is non-eternal, non-permanent, and always miserable in condition and not blissful. Always miserable and we always in ignorance. That's the opposite. So, Krishna is not like that. If we think of Krishna like that, then it is a mistake. Then Mayavadi philosopher, they are thinking of Krishna like that. That Krishna is like me. Apajananti māyā mūಢā. They are rascals, mūಢā. They are thinking there is something above Krishna. Therefore they are mūಢās. Apajananti māyā mūಢā mānasim tam namāsima. Because they have no knowledge. Parambhava avajananta. They do not know the parambhava, the bhakti rasamrita sindhu. They have no idea, they have no knowledge. So, this Krishna consciousness movement is therefore giving them the real knowledge. Krishna, how he is enjoying, how he is joyful. Ananda chinmaya rasa pratibhavita angani jasya sakalendriya vittimanti pashyanti panti kalayanti chinam jaganti Ananda chinmaya sadhu jala vigrahasya. Ananda sat ujjala vigraha. It's not ordinary vigraha like this. They have got bitter experience of this vigraha, of this form. Therefore they want to make God impersonal, must be opposite. They have got this bitter knowledge that getting this body, we are suffering so much. Therefore, the God must be without body. Just opposite. This is also material thinking. Thinking in a negative way. But they have no knowledge that a God has body, but that is completely spiritual. It has nothing to do with the material body. They cannot think of spiritual body. So the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is teaching people how you can enjoy in the ocean of blissfulness. That is Bhakti Rasamrita. So Rupa Goswami is dividing, just like the sea has got east, west, north, south. Similarly, he is dividing the ocean of nectarine in 4 divisions, and as there are waves in the ocean, so there are different chapters. That means he is dividing the Bhakti Rasamrita book in 4 parts, and in each part there are different chapters. That is the conclusion. One.
In the first part, there are 4 waves. The first being a general description of devotional service.
Yes. The first part, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the first wave is what is meaning of bhakti? What do you mean by bhakti? It is very scientific. First of all, he will explain what do you mean by bhakti. Then
the second concerns the regulative principles for executing devotional service.
yes, because as soon as you know the business, then you can chalk out your activities. If you do not know what is the business, then how you can work? That is second way. Then
And the third wave, devotional service in ecstasy.
yes, then when you become expert in devotional service, then you come to the spiritual platform. You will feel ecstasy, anandamudi vardhanam. Otherwise, how you get enthusiasm? That is the test. That is the test. In the material platform, you are working, you will feel tired and you will try to retire from it. But the spiritual platform is, as you are engaged in spiritual activities or devotional service, you become clean. Evam prasanna manasu bhagavad bhakti yoga. Prasanna manasu. As you prolong, execute devotional service, bhagavad bhakti yoga, prasanna manasu, you become jolly. Because that is your nature. At the present moment, although I am spirit soul, my nature is to become jolly, ananda. But because I am covered by this material nature, my joyfulness has practically disappeared, or I am trying to enjoy life through this material body. That is my position. So, if you engage yourself in devotional service, the first engagement is this Sravana, hearing. It is not difficult. And you don't have to go anywhere. Sinnatang sakatha Krishna. Krishna is within you. If you kindly hear about Krishna, that is the first business, Sravanam. If you kindly hear about Krishna, unfortunately, even we do not get time to hear about Krishna. So, Krishna is within you. Krishna is within you, and as soon as Krishna sees that now you are very much eager to hear about him, the first business, Sinnatang Sakatha Krishna, Punna Samana Kirtana, and the hearing about Krishna is Punna, even if you do not understand. Because hearing about Krishna means you are hearing the sound Krishna. That sound Krishna will purify you. Cetadarpana marjana. My Guru Maharaj, if somebody would write some article, he would hear, he would simply see how many times there is Krishna and Lord Chaitanya. Then he will pass. Yes, it is all right. Because there are so many times Krishna uttered, it is already nice. And that is also stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Tad bhaga visargat janatagha viplava jasmin prati slokam avadha bhattavi namani nantasya jasonkitani ja sinnanti gayanti ginanti sadhu. Tad bhaga visargat janatagha viplava. that type of literature which is describing Krishna, Namani anantasya jaso ankitani jatra, in which, in that literature, where simply there is glorification of the Ananta, the Supreme Law, not dry philosophy, simply jugglery of words. That is garbage. So, not that kind of literature. Any literature simply trying to describe the glories of the Ananta. Jaso ankitani jat. Sinnanti, gayanti, ginanti, sadhava. Those who are sadhu, those who are devotees, they hear that literature. They hear that literature. Otherwise, another, the next verse, I forget now. That Vayasatirtham, like it is described, that Vayasatirtham, Usanti Manasa. So this kind of literature, even it is not properly grammatically correct. Tadvaga visabka janataga viplaga jasmin prati slokam avadha. That in its writing Sanskrit slow, it requires very high education. It is not like whatever I write, 3 miles, 1 line and 2 lines. No, there is some metric system, chanda, so sahitya. So Sukadeva Goswami said, even it is not properly composed, but because there is anantasya gunani, the glorification of Ananta, the Supreme, the sinnanti, gayanti, ginanti sadhu, those who are sadhu, actually, they accept it. It doesn't matter if there is little grammatical mistake or some poetical discrepancies. There are literary rules and regulations. So Shastra says it doesn't matter if there is not perfect. Shankaracharya also said, nahi nahi rakshati dukinkara. You cannot be saved by simply grammatical efficiency. The grammatical efficiency is secondary. The real thing is how much you are feeling for Krishna. That is what. Namani nantasya jasom kitani jat. Sinnanti ginnanti gayanti sadhu. So, sinnatang sakata Krishna. If we are sincerely hearing about Krishna, this very first quality, Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu, this society, we are holding classes just to give opportunity to the people. We are not professional. That you come here and pay, then we continue, otherwise we stop. No. Our business is to distribute the glories of the Lord. Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu. Therefore it is recommended. Satang prasangad mama bija sangha. In satsanga. Satsanga means the association of the devotees. Satang prasangad mama bija sangha bhavanti ritkannara sahara. Just contrary to this. Avaishnava mukad ginna puta hari kathamritam savanam na karta. Those are not Vaishnava, those are not devotees. One should not hear from them. It is useless. It is useless, waste of time. Savanam na karta. Sarpochishto payojatha. Just like milk touched by the lips of a serpent is poison. You cannot say it is milk very nice. No. Because it is touched by the lips of the serpent, it is useless. Similarly, as soon as a professional reciter or a Vaishnava reciter, without any realization, without being a devotee of the Lord, recites, that should not be heard. That is restricted by Sanatana Goswami. Avaishnava mukhadjina puta hari kathamritam savanam na karta. Because he will not derive any benefit. You go on hearing for thousands of years, still you will remain where you are in the beginning. But satam prasangatma bija samvida bhavanti ritkanna rasaya katha. So this katha, Harikatha, Krishna katha should be heard from devotees in the association about it. Sannatang sakatang, then Krishna will help. Krishna is very intelligent, more intelligent than me. So he knows our heart, what for I am hearing. Then he will help us. Tesam satatujuktanang bhajatang pritipurvakam dadami buddhijogam. Krishna is there. You haven't got to search out Krishna. He is already within you. Simply he wants to see whether you are sincere. That's all. You cannot deceive Krishna. He is always present. Manuvanta upadrashta. In the Bhagavad Gita, he is upadrashta. So, Sannatang Sakatha Krishna Punnasravana Kirtana. If you simply hear about Krishna from the lips of pure devotees, then it is punna. Chetadatmana marjanam, bhavamahalavagni nitpapanam. It will cleanse your heart. Sannatang Sakatha Krishna Punnasravana Kirtana Riddhantasta Avadrani. We have got many dirty things within our heart. Krishna will cleanse. Krishna is within there. Then Krishna will personally cleanse. Then everything will be clear. Everything will be clear. You will understand. So it requires little willingness. Sthane sthita sutigatang tanuvang manovi prayasho jitopi jitapasi taistila kyam. This statement was given by Brahma, and when it was quoted by Ramananda Rai before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he accepted. The sthane sthita sutigatang tanuvang manovi. You can remain in your position. You don't require to change your position. Not that you have to give up your household life, you have to accept sannyas, or you have to do this, that. No. Remain in your position. But try to hear from the proper source and try to understand. That will make you so strong that Krishna is ajita, unconquerable, but he'll conquer you. He'll conquer him. Ajitopi, jitopasi, he becomes conquered. Because Krishna cannot be conquered by anyone, by the demons. But he can be conquered by a devotee. Just like Jasadamai, he has conquered Krishna. The whole world is trembled by Krishna's press, but Krishna is trembling before Jasadamai on the stick. So he wants to be controlled because everyone is praying, my dear Lord, oh you are so great. Everyone prays like that. But no one shows his stick. But he wants, because that is also enjoyment. So sometimes he is disappointed that nobody wants me to show his stick. Therefore, he finds out such a devotee who can show him stick. Krishna is so kind. Krishna is so kind. So you can become mother of Krishna, you can become father of Krishna. What is to become one with Krishna? You become father of Krishna. The Mayavadis, they want to march into the Supreme. But we want to become father of Krishna. Why march? More than Krishna. The devotee can beget Krishna. Krishna accepts that. Yes, I shall become your child. I shall be controlled by your state. So they are not ordinary. We should not think like that. That is Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pradibha. That is Krishna's expansion of pleasure potency. Krishna wants to be controlled by Yasodhama. Krishna wants to be defeated by his friends. Krishna wants to be refused. Radharani is darshan. Yes. Radharani is angry. She has refused. He has ordered. They Sakhi, don't allow Krishna to come here. Yes. Krishna is flattering. Kindly let me go. No, sir, you cannot go. And this is Krishna. You see. But at the same time, Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Sri Radha Madhava, Gopi Jana Vallabha. The Krishna that is Krishna's actual life. He is Gopi Jana Vallabha. He is Radha Madhava. He is Girivaradhar. As soon as the gopis and the cowards was in distress, he will uplift this hill, Govardhan, Girivaradhar. That is Krishna's life. As the gopis and the cowards boy and the inhabitants of Vrindavan, they have sacrificed everything, they do not know anything but Krishna. Similarly, Krishna also does not know anything beyond Vrindavan. That is Krishna. That is Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, who say now, blissful Lord. Thank you very much.